Good evening, high school basketball fans. We welcome you one and all to the village of New Miami. For tonight's coverage to Report Ohio, we got a Miami Valley Conference Gray Division basketball contest between the Cincinnati Christian Cougars and the New Miami Vikings. Greetings and welcome one and all. This is Joel Sackenheim. Glad to have you with us, along with my buddy, my cousin Chris Vogt, who's doing camera tonight, and introducing for the very first time on a headset, sixth grade girl from Cincinnati Christian, Lily Raby. Lily, welcome. So, Lily, let's talk about Coach Derek's team and CCS first. I think you know them a little better. You've got a sibling on the team, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are their key players? When CCS is playing well, when you've seen them play well, who is typically at their best?
Probably Serena.
What does Serena do well? Serena's number 4, Serena Cyprin. What does she do well?
She knows when to pass the ball, and she handles the ball really well.
Good ball handler, very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast. CCS is a very athletic team. They typically like to get out in space quite a bit. They like to trap a little bit. Aggressive 3-2 zone defense. I think we have the national anthem here, so we'll stop here for a second. So Cincinnati Christian comes into this game, Lily, with a record of 7-2. A lot of wins. Pretty good. Get that microphone a little closer, and don't be afraid to speak up loud, kid, all right, so they can hear what you got to say. Yes. Pretty good record. Very much out in space. Coach Derek's got them definitely running. They lost their first game. Their first game probably was their worst one of the year. Were you at the Dunbar game on the Friday night where they basically caught everything with one hand and all the fundamentals broke down?
Remember.
You don't remember? It's back right before Thanksgiving. Coach Derek was a little beside himself at that effort, but so far they've been 7-1 since then. They've really been picking everything up as they've gone. As for New Miami comes to this game with a record of 1-5. They've really struggled starting off the season, though they did just get their very first win over the weekend against St. Bernard Elmwood Place. We were talking to Coach Alyssa Risen. Do you remember when we talked to Alyssa what they did differently on Saturday that surprised the other team?
They press, spray, and
they got the tempo up and running.
yeah.
And that's something that they've not really done before in the past. They normally sit back in a more mild type of zone. But that was definitely a little surprising for St. Bernard. I don't think they expected that to be coming out. But definitely, we'll see if New Miami tries it. I mean, Cincinnati Christian is going to be a little more athletic opponent than St. Bernard is going to be. Pressing typically doesn't work when you are less athletic than the other team. It works a lot better when you're more athletic. So we'll see what Coach Alyssa does as she's got her girls huddled up there. Keep an eye on number 1 for New Miami, Sue Haley Cottrell. And Sue Haley, Peanut tells me, had a really good game over the weekend. You see her out there next to Elena Fitzgerald, 15 in black. Looks like we got the Battle of the 24s tipping this thing off. We got Mariah Powell for New Miami and Savannah Johnson for CCS. Hey, Lily, you know how we always play defensive tap? If Savannah's able to tip this out to Elena, 15, this is going to be a layup probably for Serena on a pass across. Take a look and see. Boom. And Elena's going to take it herself instead, and it's 2-0 in favor of CCS right off the bat. Elena Fitzgerald scoops it in transition. Be honest with me, Lily. I'm your grade school coach. Do you like the fact that we never go for the jump ball at the beginning of the game, or would you want to?
For some games I would. For some games I would rather not. Probably the one over the weekend, Saturday, I probably would have wanted jump ball.
Just to try to see what you can do, huh? That was a very athletic team that you guys played on Saturday with Oak Hills. I think the most athletic probably you guys have seen so far.
Yeah, probably.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yep.
Yep. Looks like we got a zone defense, 2-3 zone for New Miami here. Now they're coming up with an extra person there. Savannah Johnson gets stuck down below to Addie Raby, out to Cyprin, swinging into Anna Bowling, and down to the opposite post, Fitzgerald. Bowling's going to try to pull up a three and banks it just off the glass. Rebound is going to go out of bounds to New Miami. All right, so Lily, how do you attack a zone defense?
You try to make them squeeze to the middle and try to get to the holes, try to get a shot.
There's always holes in a zone defense. Now, Cincinnati Christian actually is going to be in a 3-2. They're not pressing starting off with. The weak spot of the 3-2 zone, where would a good hole be in a 3-2 zone? Describe with your words because the people can't see you pointing.
The end of the volleyball line to the kind of blocky kind of area, that kind of spot.
We're going to go ahead and ignore Addie Raby there at her three-point shot that was a little short, shall we say.
I didn't even see it.
You didn't see it? You were looking at the other end of the floor? She made sure you weren't looking before she put that one up. You know that kid, right?
Yes.
Spend a little time with her?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, 23 in black. Yep. Now, New Miami would be well to have two guards here. Looking in the center and stolen by Cyprin. Outlet pass to Raby, who catches it with one hand.
Yep.
But then puts it up off of 1 foot. Anna Bowling is back as the Michael Collins, and the rebound there is for Katie Davidson of New Miami. Davidson to Jalen Williams. Cross-court pass and a handoff there. That's Cotterell. Sue Haley's going to get trapped in that corner. 3 men around her. Swinging it to the high post. Down low, that's Powell. And Powell gets it to the low post. Ball's tipped out. It's going to be rebounded by Cotterell. 2 guards is the best geometry for a 3-2 zone defense, and the high post is one area I love to attack also against the 3-2, Lily. And there's the look right there. It actually got through the entire zone to the backside.
Yeah.
There's the high post pass, but Serena Cyprin's hand's a little too quick, and a double dribble violation on New Miami. We heard before the game both coaches talk about fundamentals. How important are fundamentals?
Very.
With your 6th grade team, what would you say fundamentals are good or bad at this point in time in your development?
They're okay.
What do you ding for most on the poster?
I haven't really looked.
You haven't looked
I
this
haven't
year?
really looked at it.
Okay.
I haven't really gotten an opportunity to.
Gotcha. Well, I'm a little late updating it. Basket good by Mariah Powell. It ties the game up 2-2. Bowling's going to pass this ball out to Addie Raby. Fitzgerald's going to try a risky pass. It's stolen. That's Strong. Madison Strong with a steal. The ball is passed back into the center and back to Strong. Off a left hand. That was a ready fire aim. And out of bounds. And checking in will be Kaylin Davis, number 25. Did not get the start tonight, but she's going to come in. One of the stronger post players for CCS.
Yeah.
2-3 zone defense on the inbounds. To Sue Haley, and the ball is tipped out of bounds, and that's going to be to CCS. What are you seeing so far, Lily, out here that CCS should be happy with, and what are you seeing that they shouldn't be happy with?
Their defense for the most part is pretty good, but their passes are not the best right now.
Okay. Cyprin's shot off. Going to be rebounded by Cottrell. Sue Haley's going to not over and back this because she saw the foot on the midcourt line. And the other referee overruled. But I'm going to tell you he's wrong.
I wouldn't have called that.
The back heel was still on the midcourt line. Remember, Lily, that all 3 points, both feet and the ball, have to be all the way over, and then if anyone steps back, it'd be over and back. So when you watch the replay of this game, take a look and see if she had a back heel on that line. Cyprin. Rebound by Davis around to Fitzgerald. Elena Fitzgerald's a freshman playing varsity. And a key factor in future years coming up as the ball's passed in and good. That's Savannah Johnson, and CCS regains the lead. Trapping defense. They got men up down low. That's going to be stolen by Fitzgerald. And look at Serena Cypher try to fill the weak side on this. Very nice underhand scoop and score for Elena Fitzgerald, the freshman. And Cypher's going to pressure a little bit until Derek calls her off. Here's an outlet. You got one more if you want it, or the flat-out layup, and there's Cypher. Misses the layup. Good ball goes out of bounds, and it's to New Miami. Well, Lily, I know we talk about missing layups and things like that, but even at the high school varsity level, it still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basketball, if it doesn't break your heart a little bit. New Miami looking for holes against this 3-2 zone.
There's one on the back.
You see it on the backside there? Which one was it?
The what?
Powell, 24.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you saw it. You saw it. That's good. Eventually, when you get older, and I know I don't get to follow you guys up to junior high next year, but a pin and skip, you can actually set a pin screen on the backside, and that even opens it up even more. I'll show it to you in the clipboard maybe in between quarters if you'd like to see it and what it looks like. Elena Fitzgerald was not quite vertical, I don't think, on that. We got our first foul call of the game. And, it's going to be against Anna Bowling, actually. So Bowling is going to pick up her first foul. And at the line for New Miami is going to be Jalen Williams. They got a Jalen Williams, who's a sophomore, and a Jaden Williams, who's a senior. I'm guessing they're probably siblings.
Probably.
First shot no good. And in comes Zariah Rozier. Goes to take off a wristband. Tried to fling it out of bounds, and I'm getting stuck to the bottom of her foot. Rozier's going to claim the last spot. We got one shot still for Williams. And a no backspin tumble ball, but goes in off the glass. And so New Miami's got their third point of the game. Rozier, Kaylin Davis for three, rebound Johnson. Double team down in the post, gets it out, diagonal pass to Bowling. I like the spacing for CCS here as Mullins tries to take it in, and she's going to be fouled by Madison Strong. Lily, talk to our audience about verticality on defense and what all that means.
To get there with your feet first before you get there with your arms, and to make sure that your hands are not leaning in and they're completely straight up to the ceiling.
As long as you're vertical and straight up, pretty much no referee is ever going to
call a foul.
That's right, call a foul on you. And the minute those arms go down, slapping down diagonally, now you are at totally the mercy of that whistle, because that referee's looking real closely at you now because you're not vertical. Just talking to the fourth grade boys about that at practice last night. Verticality, very, very important. All right, take a look and see. It looks like the high post, Anna Bowling slid over. They still got it to high post. Sue Haley for three. Rebound by Rozier, who grabbed it with two hands. Thank you, Zariah. Up and in. Zariah Rozier, this grade school coach absolutely loves your fundamentals on that play. Well done. Slid to high post. Sue Haley's going to get that skip pass going. Shot for Williams. Off the glass. Rebound for Katie Davidson. Opportunity for some second chance points there, and unable to come up with them, but I'm sure Coach Derrick cannot be thrilled with the rebounding on that sequence. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball, and Serena Cypher's going to come back in. Lily, as good as your team's passing points were on Saturday, your rebounding numbers weren't quite as good.
Yeah, we were not very good at rebounding. Well, they were all like really, really tall.
Yep. And not only tall, but they're fast too now.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys got 40% of the pie only. Cyprin from Davis. And the Cougars are up by 7. Sue Haley for 3, no good, and rebound by Johnson, looking for an outlet pass, and she found one to Cyprin. Savannah actually wanted a deeper throw on that. She was telling her coach that. Swing to Mullins. Mullins, she's got Johnson in the post, but she didn't see her. Tried to dribble drive and off her leg and out of bounds. Attacking the zone, Lily Raby. Dribble or pass?
Pass.
Oh, definitely.
Pass, 100%.
Definitely. Maybe a dribble, a hair just to get the zone to trap you and then get rid of it, but you got to get rid of the ball. The more
no
passing.
sticky basketball.
No sticky basketball. The quicker you're able to spread the ball around, the better off you're going to be. Nice steal by Davis, who's up on a nice layup and in. Good layup for him there by Kaylin Davis. Trying to dribble through the zone, got the nice pass to Williams. Ball is tipped and rebounded. Tipped again by Cyprin. And Johnson's looking for the long pass, but Rachel grabbed it with one hand. You got a teammate that does some of that in transition too, don't you? The tall one. We got a foul there called on Zariah Rozier. It's going to be her first personal. Very clean half. Not a lot of fouls in this game.
No.
One thing I've noticed, Lily, having been a ref and having been a coach, is that different styles tend to give you different foul counts.
Yeah.
The spicier your defense,
the more fouls are called.
the more fouls will be called. That's exactly right.
That's probably why not a lot of fouls were called on Saturday at our game.
Right, we weren't all that spicy defensively, and honestly, Oak Hills, even though they pressed, was pretty clean.
Yeah.
They didn't take a lot of reaching.
No.
The three-point shot at the buzzer. I love it. Ambitious on the part of Katie Davidson. We have reached the end of quarter number 1, and Cincinnati Christian has a 12-3 lead. Lily, can you grab me my clipboard real quickly behind you?
Yes.
Hey, Chris, if you can swing this around real quickly.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to show you this pin and skip. This is layer 7 of the read and react offense here, okay? And Chris, if you can slide this up a little higher because we got the banner in the background. Here we go. That's good. So you can probably actually see it on the board better. Okay. So when you cut through, and of course we have our black spacing a lot of times on offense, right? If this defender is sagging all the way in here and you do this pass and cut, you may not be open because of this help defender. And even though that's man-to-man I'm drawing right now, the zone is doing the same principle here. The zone is cheating over to one side. This is the area where you saw 24 open Powell for New Miami earlier. On your cut, if you don't get it, not only could you set a back screen for one of your teammates like we've talked about this year, you could also set a screen right there. And it actually leads to the skip pass all the way across. That's why I say it's more of a junior high thing because you got to have a three-point shooter to be able to actually make them pay off of this. But this defender who's out of China in help side defense, now instead of just running to get her, is going to find, surprise, there's a screen waiting for her as she's trying to close out. So that's certainly something that you guys can start working on in junior high next year. I'll have to tell that to Hannah and Andy to have them share that with you. Start of the second quarter here in the Village. CCS in the 3-2 zone. Amy Barr in the game now down low, 21 for CCS. Little pass and cut action, but the pass was thrown behind, and Cyprin is going to be out in space. Unable to convert the layup, and a good, strong rebound by Williams. And Cyprin gives her some pressure, and the ball actually goes out of bounds off of Williams' foot. That's good pressure by Serena Cyprin to get her feet there and not reach.
Yep.
Defensively, when you want to give pressure, Lily, the most important part of your body on defense.
Huh?
The most important part of your body on defense. I'm asking you.
Oh, is your leg?
Is your feet. Yeah, you got to get it there in place. Feet and legs. You got to get it there. Everything else will be good if you can keep your arms inside and not reach. That's when you reach, you get those fouls called. In transition, ball's tipped. Rozier is going to have a layup attempt. Slows down to 55 miles an hour. Pops it right up and in. Pass the high post and swing it out wide and looking down low, and Emmy Barr is going to not be vertical. Through the back.
Leaning.
Yep, that's going to be a foul. Emmy's first. Let's see if Derek changes to a 2-3 zone on this inbound play, as Elena Fitzgerald's going to check in if the referees catch it in time, and they are. And Addie Raby also coming back into the game. What do you think, Lily? Is this a 3-2 or a 2-3?
2-3.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, inbounds play. Sue Haley's going to miss it with some pressure on her. Davis is getting out in transition. Looking for Fitzgerald. They might try to work it. Fitzgerald's going to pop a three. A little short, rebounded by Powell. An outlet pass to Davidson. 3-2 zone again for the Cougars. As Davidson's going to try to dribble through the trap. Not a great idea, is it, Lily?
No.
Ball's poked out of bounds by Davis, and New Miami's going to keep it. So against a 3-2 zone, you really do need two guards up top, a blue type of spacing to get all the passing angles you need.
Yeah.
Davis is going to pick her pocket here, and that was actually a double dribble when they didn't call it. And it's good. Addie Raby taking a swipe, Davis taking a swipe, and Addie's going to get away with hers. Caitlin's not going to get away with hers. What are you noticing, kid?
That there's a lot of reaching from CCS. There's a lot of passing for Little Miami.
New Miami. Yes.
Oh, New Miami.
Which is
sorry,
different than Little Miami. I know we
Miami.
played Little Miami before, haven't we? Caitlin Davis going to be on the line for some free throws. Foul was called on Madison Strong. That's her second personal foul for New Miami. And Davis is going to be on the line to shoot 2 for CCS. First shot, beautiful up and in. What do you think about the shooting form, Lily? Take a look at this shot by Caitlin and tell me what you see.
Okay. A lot of backspin.
Very good backspin. Yep. Shot wasn't perfect, but a good thing about backspin is it gives it a second and even a third chance to go in.
Yeah.
You don't have to quite be as perfect. I'm looking for holes in the zone here defensively. And look how far up Emmy Barr is. Now she goes back down. That might open up a hole in the backside post.
There.
You see it? We'll see if New Miami can find it. Sue Haley's air ball. Rebounded. And a foul. That was a very tough rebound by Katie Davidson. She's shorter than all the people she was fighting, but she grabbed it and pivoted out of pressure. Foul was called there on, looks like Caitlin Davis, and that's her second personal. And Coach Derek's going to get her out of the game now as Nova Bowling's going to check in for the first time. I believe that's Anna Bowling's cousin.
I think so.
A three-point attempt, air ball, but rebound by Sue Haley Cottrell. And Sue Haley gets a field goal on the putback, and that's some second chance points for New Miami. Now, Lily, we don't ever really play zone with your team.
No.
We're a man-to-man outfit. But
Yeah.
one of the dangers of playing a zone defense, whether it's a 3-2 or a 2-3, is that you don't have a specific player that you're supposed to box out when the shot goes up. So oftentimes on a shot like that air ball you saw, you end up with somebody on the offense that ends up getting a rebound because the defense is all just kind of guarding a spot in a zone rather than guarding a player.
Person. Yeah.
Rebound there by Johnson. Can get it Fitzgerald out in transition. And we got to space the floor a little bit. Nova Bowling catches to Addie Raby. I could hear a smack on that. Johnson shot up, no good, but she's back on defense. Michael Collins, love it. Sue Haley Cottrell. Rebound, Bowling. And Nova Bowling finds the outlet pass to Fitzgerald, and Addie Raby squared up. She wanted it.
She did.
She did. Go ahead. You had something.
Oh, I lost what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say.
You're talking about your sister. Cotterell up and in. I think of all the things, and again, you've seen your sister play even more than I have.
Yeah.
There's your backdoor cut to Barr. She found the hole in the zone. And Coach Derek knew it, too. His hands are on his head, but he loved the cut. Binden loved that cut.
Yes.
Very well read by Emmy Barr there. That's good. Diagnosing your sister's game, what is your strongest suit? What does your sister do best out there?
Usually are her threes.
I agree. Emmy Barr, by the way, puts that in. A baseline inbound play. Up and in for Emmy Barr. Yeah, Addie definitely has taken on the role of a spot-up shooter. She loves to be outside the arc on offense and one pass away from the ball, square up to that three. I think she had 5 in a game earlier this year.
Yeah, I believe so.
Past the high post. They found the weak spot in the zone. And Cotterell's going to be rewarded with free throws. Foul's going to be on Elena Fitzgerald. And Sue Haley Cottrell is going to be on the line to shoot 2 for the new Miami Vikings. Backspin, Lily.
Very good.
Very good. Anna Bowling going to come back in, taking her cousin out. Kind of looked like the Spider-Man meme there, Chris Vogt, right? You and you pointing at each other. Lily, you've seen the Spider-Man meme?
Kind of.
Kind of. Might be a bit of an old person meme. I don't know. I'm definitely not as cutting edge as you guys, you 6th graders are. You guys have to keep me young a little bit. I did learn that it's better to be cooking than to be cooked. I've learned that this year. You guys were just a little bit cooked on Saturday. Addie Raby with the backside rebound. There's your zone defense and your lack of rebounding on the backside.
Let's just say Joe's hip with it.
I'm hit with it. Lily can tell you firsthand that I am absolutely the least hip person she knows. So
probably.
Dang, speak the truth, Lily.
Lily's got to keep me humble. She can't let me think I'm too cool. Though you know what? She might miss me next year. Maybe a little bit. Just a hair. Just a hair. We have a timeout taken by New Miami after the first free throw attempt. So, ways to beat a zone, Lily. Obviously, we talked about passing is better than dribbling for the most part. We talked about filling holes. There's another way you can beat a zone as well, and that's not letting the zone set up. Fast break. And so you can see definitely that CCS has been wanting to push the tempo here and there.
Yeah.
Though they've not really wanted to press them in the backcourt there and overwhelm them, just kind of play a basketball game. But that's also an opportunity to score some points if the zone isn't ready. And I would say of all the opponents that was true for you guys. I'll see if you can read my mind here in 5th grade from last year. Of all the opponents you played last year, which was the zone that if you could score before they set up was the best?
Robinette.
Absolutely, Levin and Robinette. Yep. Addie Raby with one shot and has missed the pair. Strong rebound there for New Miami as the Vikings' Katie Davidson's going to take it out. A 3-man trap. And there's your backside, but they couldn't get it there on the swing pass. Raby found Fitzgerald late. Fitzgerald had a really tough shot there and hit it. Lily, if we were to diagnose your sister Addie on that play, she made the pass, but I would like to see her make that pass maybe a little bit earlier. Yeah. 3-ball up and strong rebound with one hand, though, and it's saved and bounce. From Johnson to Bowling. Bowling's going to find Raby in space. Raby wants that 3 so bad.
She probably lost her confidence.
You can see she wants that 3. Look at Savannah Johnson. There it is. There's the high post. There's your cutter on the backside. That's what you were talking about earlier, Lily.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald, ball fake and drive. There it is. Elena Fitzgerald. She's so explosive, very athletic.
She is very athletic.
Only a freshman, Lily. Only a freshman. Coach Derek's going to rely on her for several years.
Very tall also.
Yeah. I think when I watch Elena, one of the things I really enjoy about her game is that she can do almost anything you ask her to.
Yeah.
You could put her in the post if you need to.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it.
One-handed catch.
That's right,
Just
one-handed
tipped it
catch.
out of bounds.
That's right. Addie Raby, your little sister's picking on you up here. But she's right. Yeah, but I mean, with Elena Fitzgerald, to wrap up that thought, you could put her at post if you needed to.
Yeah, you probably
You could put her at point guard if you need her to. You could put her anywhere else. She can shoot threes. She can dribble drive.
Yep.
She can do a lot of things well. That's wonderful as a coach when you have lots of players that can do things like Elena can. There's the trap up top. There's the weak spot of the high post. The swing down to Williams. Rebound on the weak side to Strong. Rebound again. We got a lot of offensive rebounds for New Miami there. And the outlet pass to Cyprin. Cyprin's going to try to take it 1-on-3, and she traveled.
Yeah.
Lily, have we talked much about numbers with your team yet? Like when it's good to fast break and when it's bad to fast break?
I don't think so.
It's not come up much.
No.
It's going to be coming in film study. You want to take a look on a fast break and see what are our numbers. Do we have more than them? Do they have more than us? If we have more than them, take it. Gun it. 1-on-0, 2-on-1, 3-on-2. Those are all good. But if you got fewer people up there, Serena tried to go 1-on-3. Those numbers aren't great.
Yeah.
Down to the corner, shot no good, but rebound by Strong. Pass to Williams. And look at Fitzgerald with a rebound, and she's looking up for the outlet pass. Bowling on the jump stop. Hey. And Cyprin is going to try to put this up and in. And the pressure ratcheting up as the margin is starting to extend a little bit here late in the second quarter. 28-9 is our score. Oh, they missed one wide open. Williams was open, but they still got the
Did
bucket.
that go in between Anna Bowling's legs?
It might. I'll have to go back and see. Powell was the one that hit the bucket there for New Miami. Yeah, Derek wants one shot here for CCS. Does not want them to take multiple. It looks like it's going to be turned over. Williams tries to go against Fitzgerald. Rejected.
That looks like a foul to me.
Well, she definitely did not come down vertically. The only question is, did she touch her? If she didn't touch her, she's good. If she did, as you're saying, she's definitely playing with fire on that, isn't she?
Yeah.
Cyprin, she's going to hold the ball. And we've reached halftime here in the Village with the score of the Cincinnati Christian Cougars 28 and the New Miami Vikings 11. All right. Chris, Lily, and our listening audience. It is a privilege being back here in this particular gym.
Love it.
In the Village of New Miami. This gym holds some very, very special memories for me, and none more special than a game, Lily, that took place here on this very floor before you were born in February of 2007. This is a first-round tournament game in the Hamilton CYO 8th grade girls basketball tournament between St. Anne and St. Julie, and I'll bet you recognize some of the people in this film from all those years ago. Morgan Sackenheim, number 32 in green, passing the ball inbounds to Erin Fontaine. Rebound by Caitlin Krecky up and in. And the St. Anne Bruins took an early lead. Morgan was a wonderful passer. And take a look here. Again, a press break. St. Julie's trying to press. Look at that old man.
Look at Neil Sackenheim on the coaching bench.
Morgan passing the ball. Up ahead from Nusky to Krecky.
Boom.
St. Anne's got off to a beautiful start to this game. St. Julie's trying to find anything. Look at Morgan's defense here on the backside of this against Brianna Listerman. No, you're not getting in the well, she says. Pass eventually out of bounds off the hands of Steph Lutz, and a turnover for St. Julie there. Inbounds play at the end of the first quarter. Lindy Nusky's going to miss the shot. Get her own rebound, up and in, breaking St. Julie's hearts. It's 7-0 at the end of the first quarter in favor of the St. Anne Bruins. As you can see, St. Julie's no time to get the shot up there. That scoreboard looks familiar, doesn't it? It's still there. Start of the second quarter. Look at Morgan. Look at this pass to Caitlin Krecky. Up and above. St. Anne's would take an 11-0 lead in this game. And St. Julie's finally had to find a little bit of footing The ball will get passed around to Sophie Rich, number 12 here. Sophie's going to pull up for a nice jump shot. That's one of the best shooters I've ever coached. Yes, I was coaching against my dad and my sister that day. Yes. Pass across to Brianna Listerman, and all of a sudden it was 11-4. But look at St. Anne's coming right back down the floor. We can't let St. Julie's get too close after all, right? Fontaine bringing it up, getting trapped, finding Sackenheim. Look at that pass. Boom.
That was a very good
Amanda
pass.
Thompson, and rebound by Hillary Hake on the backside of that thing to make it 13-4. Morgan Sackenheim attacking a 2-3 zone. Lily, to be fair, I only had these girls for 1 year. I couldn't teach them man-to-man properly in that little amount of time.
Look at the ball movement, Joel.
Erin Fontaine, yeah, good
Look at the ball movement.
St. Anne's dominant. Halftime, I gave my girls Red Bull. I broke down.
Red Bull!
Red Bull at the halftime. It's supposed to give you wings. It's supposed to give you wings.
Oh.
Sophie Rich looking to work the ball around.
How old were they?
8th grade, 2 years older than you. Sophie's got a bucket.
Boom, Drano.
Now we're going to see a press break where St. Anne's actually runs the press break the wrong way to Erin Fontaine shooting in the wrong basket. Yes, St. Julie, we take those. All right. Trying to get back into this game.
So how do they count that,
2
Joel?
points for White.
All right.
Morgan Sackenheim going against the press. Try to bring it up, drives hard, gets fouled, and now you get to see my little sister shoot free throws here, Lily. Take a look at this. Tell me if you think Neil will be proud of this. Boom.
Drano.
That's
Very
just
pretty.
Oh
Very
my God.
Boom.
The press got better as the game went along. And St. Julie started giving St. Anne's some problems here. Although this one was not exactly a problem because of Morgan. I want you to look at this pass, Lily. Not this one here, but this one right there to Amanda
That was a
Thompson.
very good pass.
Touch pass, Joel.
St. Anne's still up by 10 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. And St. Julie's has got to hurry. It's 24-14 when Sophie Rich airballs this three-pointer. All is looking pretty hopeless. But what do we say about Red Bull? It does give you wings. There's Sophie Rich with the bucket. Now it's only an 8-point margin. We're down to 2:20.
Joel's calling timeout.
No, I'm calling square
okay.
press.
All right.
Inbound play on the next possession. Brianna Listerman, the blonde rocket, puts it up, sinks the shot. And it's a 6-point margin. And on comes the press. And the square press is giving all kinds of problems now to St. Anne's as they start to get rattled.
I think Neil needs to call a timeout, Joel.
Neil actually used all 4 of his timeouts. I used one there.
There it
Look
is.
at how young I look there, Lily. Wow. Here's a steal for Katie Fireball Reese. Reese is going to put it up and in, and all of a sudden, with a minute and a half left, it's a 4-point game. And again, the square press. Look at this. Neil is going to have to take yet another timeout as they cannot break this press. And my dad is getting just a little frustrated on the other side.
Oh!
Missed shot. Veronica Lowe out to Rich. Back looking for Brianna Listerman. Ball fake back to Sophie Rich for a long 2. Your dad's least favorite shot.
Boom!
But it's in. And it's
Down
a
by
2-point
2.
margin. And now listen to my brother, Trent Sackenheim.
Wow, 40 seconds
grade
left.
Trent
St. Julie's
calling
down
this.
by 2.
Oh, we're going to cut it live to Trent.
There's 5 seconds there. I counted 5 seconds.
And one opportunity.
And it's in for 2 points.
They're very
Everyone is going
excited.
crazy.
So she goes to the
That
line.
makes it a tie game with 1 free throw left to take the lead for the St. Julie Wildcats.
We're down to 25 seconds.
25 seconds.
25
wow.
seconds left in a tie ball game. Katie Reese for the win. And
Oh.
and this game would go to overtime and to double overtime as nobody scored in the first overtime
Holy
period.
Moses.
All these girls waiting to play the next tournament game and they couldn't get on the floor. Finally, in double overtime, Katie Reese to Brianna Listerman, the first and only lead of the game on a ball fake and drive. Elena Fitzgerald had the same looking play earlier tonight's game. And St. Julie's up by 2.
And Joel says press.
I got the
Gotta get
press,
the press going on.
We got to travel.
Yeah.
And all we got to do now is not shoot, right? Well, Caitlin Crecky ends up getting fouled. She ends up getting 1 free throw at the other end. So St. Julie's will still have a 1-point lead after this free throw falls. And again, 2 minutes left. Don't shoot, right? You're leading. St. Anne's is not chasing Steph Lutz. Don't shoot. No Steph Lutz. no, it's an air ball. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it's St. Anne's ball. We set up the press. We're at 16 fouls. Morgan's able to get an inbound right back to her. Katie's a little low getting to her, and now we got a foul. Oh. And,
She's
of course,
line.
little sister's got a 1-on-1 bonus at the other end. You know how this is going to end, Lily, don't
Oh,
you?
she's going to sink him.
Oh, no.
She's going to sink him.
Morgan Sackenheim with the backspin. Yeah, there's the first one. Look at the corner, by the way, Lily. In the corner there, that's Paul Owens. That's the CCS varsity coach before Derek. Yep. He's the all-time winningest coach, and he's the reason Derek and I became friends. Morgan hits both free throws. He's the reason I know you, actually. How about that? Morgan Sackenheim, once more to Caitlin Kretke over the top. Boom. And that's going to put the final nail in the coffin as the St. Anne Bruins, who have had problems with pressing all year and fourth quarter deficits all year, come back in overtime after trailing. Brianna Listerman with a last-ditch effort to put a 3 up there late. Morgan Sackenheim with a 5-point lead and the rebound.
Wow.
And she's going to have to dribble this thing out.
Yeah.
Sophie doesn't know what to do there. Katie's going to try to pressure her late, but that's all she wrote. And the St. Anne Bruins with a 32-27 win in double overtime here in the village of New Miami.
Joel, that was pretty awesome. I'm glad you found that, man.
Had to find some old highlights from 2007. Lily, how old were you in 2007?
I wasn't born.
that was a trick question.
You were what,
Joel.
-5?
All right, so here's the biggest question. Was that on VHS or was that actually digital?
That was on a microfilm camera that actually
What's
my
a
dad.
microfilm?
I know exactly.
Yeah.
It basically had physical film, but the tapes were like tiny little things.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you would still have to actually get that burnt.
You had to burn that, then rip it onto a computer.
Computer,
and then I took it from Dad's old computer onto a DVD years and years and years ago, and I found it in my closet, knowing that I was going to be calling a game here in the village at New Miami.
This is great.
Because that's what I think of when I enter this gym, is I've got all these memories of double overtime with Dad on the other sideline and Morgan on the other sideline.
Wow.
I was a 21-year-old head coach, Lily. That was the third year that I had been a coach. And so you make all your rookie mistakes and you're learning different things and trying different things. But that was a really, really special evening there, because you're going against everybody you know on the other sideline. And I'll tell you, one of the really cool moments, you didn't see it in the highlight package there too, was in the first overtime period of this game. Now, my dad, you got to know, my dad cares about winning more than I do. Like, he gets really into the games when he's a head coach. You've never had him as a head coach. But he would scream some and he would yell some. He's gotten a lot mellower, actually, in his old age than what he used to be when I was in grade school. And we had an opportunity there in the overtime period, as we're looking at Rick Casano now at the scores table, Rick the kick. We had an opportunity in the overtime period where Dad and I actually somehow locked eyes in the middle of coaching our teams, and we kind of both wandered out to the scores table midcourt, and we both gave each other a fist bump, just kind of like, this is so cool. Our kids are putting on a great show. Two teams are waiting to play that can't get onto the court because we keep playing overtimes against each other.
Joel, was that the only time you and your dad have ever played?
My dad and I have coached against each other 8 times.
8 times, okay.
8 times. It was
So what's the record between you guys?
Oh, we're 0-0. I never win and I never lose. I just teach, right?
Oh, okay, Joel, you're no
but
fun.
my dad's girls have won 5 of them.
Nice.
And my girls have won 3 of them.
Beautiful.
But that year there, the year of that double overtime game, was the only year we were ever equally matched in terms of talent.
Yeah.
We had teams that could play with each other. And in that year, my girls won the first one, and Dad's girls won the overtime rematch in the tournament. As Rozier's trying to put a shot back up, we need a Michael Collins for CCS, and finally Savannah sees it late, but sees it.
I'd imagine that game might have been one of the funnest games to coach.
It was so much fun to coach that
because it looked like it just by, I mean, you were giving it to Chris Berman love, and that made me want to be there.
Well, when you're down by 10 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, and you send it to overtime, I mean, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
You're hitting shots, you're playing pressing, you're getting steals, and all you can do really at that point, Lily, is just keep shooting and hope for the best.
Right.
Yep.
You don't know what's going to happen, but you got to try. You got to try. Ball fake and drive.
Oh.
Give and go.
I like the
wasn't
call.
ready for that.
Yep, I like the call. I don't think she expected it.
Little pass and cut there. Katie Davidson threw it right back to her, but Trell wasn't quite ready.
I like the call there. I mean, she was driving in there and wanted to see a little bit of space.
2-3 zone defense. Lily, where does Cincinnati Christian not want New Miami to catch it?
In the paint.
That's it. Short corner shot. for Williams. 2 girls. Oh, we got glasses on the ground, I think. Something hit the ground. I don't know what hit the ground. Fitzgerald's going to set up the offense here. Zone defense here for New Miami. Looking for Johnson, but late on the pass. Barr's going to come up with the scramble. There's your skip pass to Fitzgerald. There's your, oh, look at that move. That is such a powerful move.
Very.
She doesn't look like a freshman.
No, she at least 10th grader. She looks like.
It looks like she's played a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if any of your teammates have tried to move like that to the hoop.
Taylor.
Taylor would be about the
Taylor
one.
has.
Yeah, Taylor Walker can probably try to attempt that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like she had a little bit of an adaptation to the Euro step there as she was going to the hoop.
Yeah.
She kind of moving the ball up and over the defender and then back setting up to shoot again.
Yep. And
Definitely a
she drains it.
higher level of move there
Yeah,
for Elena Fitzgerald.
for sure.
Something for you and Adelia maybe to watch and see if maybe in a couple years you can start adding some of that in too, right? Basics first, but at some point in time, it'll be time for that. Good box out there by Davis, and she's got Rozier in transition. Back to Davis, ball fake, scoop up. Look at Fitzgerald go up high and not go over the back as she grabs that ball cleanly. That's also hard to do. Two-three zone now for New Miami. As Johnson's going to break out. And they're going to hit Rozier instead. Over to Davis, who's got a long shot. And Johnson's got a one-handed rebound on the back side. Back to Davis in the mid-post, and she's got Rozier. Rozier is going to have Fitzgerald for 3. And again, that's the problem with the zone, Lily. We've said it a couple times now, is you don't have that rebounding responsibility.
No.
And there's a lot of backside rebounds that both of these teams are getting in this game. Foul and 1. Powerful move by Kaylin Davis. 2 on 3, but she got through the contact. And that's going to be Jalen Williams' first foul of the night. Peanut running the clock is on top of that, too. He's got all the foul numbers and everything else right up there on the board.
Yep.
Always helps to have that. Davis' shot is true. Nice backspin there.
That might have been one of the highlights of the game today, Joel. That was a good move.
Strong move to the hoop, and don't be afraid of the contact, right?
Nope.
Your team's starting to see more contacts?
Yeah.
What's been different about athletic this year for your 6th graders compared to rec in 5th grade?
They're faster, way more athletic. Just everything better overall. Just everything's different.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yep.
And that shows you guys how much better you can still get.
Yeah.
Because you do get better by playing better teams.
Yes.
Frustrating as it may be.
Sometimes when we're down by like 15-0.
It was what, I think 11-0 before Adelia scored in your game on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you handle that when you're down big? Because you've not had that opportunity much in your career where you've been down big. You guys normally the team that's
Don't
leading.
let your emotions take over.
Okay.
And just try to think as the score is just like the same. You're at the same level. Don't pay too much attention to the scoreboard because that's gonna not make you want to get the ball more, and like you're gonna end up getting dumb fouls.
Frustration does lead to dumb fouls. There's no doubt about that. You got to be in charge of your emotions as you go.
Yeah.
Now, there's no pressing rule in high school basketball as far as a point margin or anything like that. I was actually a little disappointed in your guys' game that Oak Hills ended up having to call off their press because I thought you guys were starting to get a little better at figuring out how to pass through it. You guys had 53 outlet passes in that game against Oak Hills, but 46 of them were in the first half. Fitzgerald, and good sportsmanship by Sue Haley picking her up. As we're going to now see how Elena Fitzgerald looks like on the free throw line. take a look, Lily, and let's have you comment on the form.
Okay.
What do you see?
To be honest,
To be honest.
I was kind of looking at the subs.
Oh, you're looking at the subs? All right. Well, good thing for you. Elena's going to have a second shot.
Yeah.
So you got a second shot at this.
Yeah.
First time with the headset's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of backspin.
That's good. The backspin was a lot better. And better lineup on that one. The first one ended up off to the left. That one, she adjusted very well. So very nice job, Elena. Sue Haley's got that out of trouble, and that's going to be Madison Strong. Rozier giving a little pressure. Take a look at CCS's defense now, Lily. Tell me what they've changed from the first half.
They're not as spicy
Okay.
as they were. They've, pretty much just slowed the whole thing down.
Okay. Pass the high post is stolen and tipped, and then stolen right back by Rozier. Bowling to Raby. She wants that three, but she's not going to pull the trigger. Now she might get it. No, Fitzgerald's going to keep it. Straight from the mid post. Raby
That was
out to Mullins. Rozier. That's a little out of control, isn't it?
very.
Cypern's going to come in for Fitzgerald.
I think when Fitzgerald dribbled, and I think we had some circle movement.
Yeah, well, Raby, your sister, was actually going toward that corner. It's a great opportunity to be able to get a three-point shot off at the older levels.
Yeah.
But she's got to look, and there she is in the other corner now. Addie Raby, that's the shot she likes.
Yeah. She likes corners.
That is her favorite shot. CCS is going to keep the ball on the possession arrow here. 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter in the Village at New Miami. CCS Cougars up 32-11. Joel Sackenheim, Lily Raby, and Chris Vogt, glad to have you with us here on the Report Ohio's broadcast of high school basketball. Mullins, she's got Bowling behind her. Time to respace. Looks like it's a 2-3 zone now for New Miami, so you need 1 point. This is a black 3 zone here. You see that? 3 on the outside. You got Addie and you got Rachel in the inside of this zone that are kind of short cornering it and high posting it. And the only thing I would say about Rachel there is she caught that ball at the post and she dribbled right away.
Yep.
She did have
She would have took one dribble
Mhm.
and put it up. I think she would have had her shot.
I think she also had your sister on the opposite block too.
Yeah.
Yep. Ball up, no good. Rebound goes to Addie Raby, who's got Bowling in transition. Time to set up a little black 3 zone. 1 guard and 2 wings, and you got a high post in the short corner, and they can roam. Ball tip. Rozier's got such quick hands.
She does have very quick hands.
Paul Owens, the guy who was standing in the corner in the game film that was Derek's predecessor at CCS. He had a fun saying he would use about a player that like Zariah. He would say that she's so fast that she could turn off the light switch and be in bed before the light bulb went out. CCS ball, 2:11 left to go in the third quarter. Swing out to Raby. She missed Davis, but Cypern found her. Ball up and ball in for Kaylin Davis.
Is that her second and one?
That is.
Yeah, she's a walking highlight reel tonight, Joel.
Strong post move. When they watch this film, I love the post move. I still think that some of these post players are missing that opposite pass across. There's a hole there on the other side of that zone.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They shift over. The defense shifts over to try to double team to get the steal and leaves a spot open.
Yeah, they're sliding over. And there's an opportunity there, but they got to be able to see it. Ball is up for Williams and rebounded by Davis. That was a double dribble, I think. A couple of fans were wanting a double dribble there, and she might have caught that ball in her hands. We'll have to look at that and see. New Miami basketball, 24-point margin. Quick moving third quarter.
Yeah.
Take a look at CCS's defense. Tell me what else you see. You mentioned the spice level, but I want to see if you can figure this one out before the end of the quarter on this, Lily, because there's something else also going on here. Shot is up. Rebound on the backside is good by Madison Strong. Strong's got the first points of the third quarter for the new Miami Vikings. Raby with the rebound. It's a tough shot. Mullins with a strong board. Raby, it's got to be close to 3, but there's a foul called, actually, before a 3-second violation. And it's going to be called on Mariah Powell. That's her first personal. And it's the 5th team foul of the quarter, so Addie Raby's going to be on the line to shoot 2 free throws for CCS. Good backspin.
Very. A lot of her shots are not falling.
You've had days like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If your shots are not falling, Lily, what do?
You just next play.
Next
Think
play.
about the next play.
That's it. And you can be a tremendous contributor to your team, even if you're not scoring.
Yeah, with assists and defense.
Grabbing some rebounds, all kinds of things you can do to help your team
Yeah.
if you're not the hot hand that day. Addie Raby's going to get caught with a foul there. That's only her first. I don't think she loved that call. She's
She
looking it up.
was. She was like
She's looking
this.
it up
She
and
went
smiling.
Like this.
Sue Haley is going to be just a little bit off, and we got Madison Strong looking to check back in for New Miami. Actually, no, she's not checking in. She's just hanging out talking to the coach. Sue Haley Cottrell, shot up, and it's beautiful free throw. Very nice. All right. Davis for 3. 2-point shot. My apologies. She must have had a foot on the line. I couldn't see her, but see, the referees did not put their arms up, did they, Lily? I think that's your dad's least favorite shot, right?
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Where you're literally a step inside the 3-point line, and you know you had enough power to make a 3, but it was a 2.
Yeah. It's the longest possible 2, the least efficient shot on the floor.
Yep.
Your dad and I were talking about that after the game on Saturday. Sue Haley Cottrell, no, and rebound by Mullins. Strong rebound, but she ends up falling down. That's a travel you don't mind. I mean, she's strong.
Yeah.
You'd love to see her go after that board. We're down to 11 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Very laid-back atmosphere here in the Village tonight, Chris.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got 2 Butler County teams that play each other every year. Both teams are, well disciplined, and
there's a travel. Derek's telling the girls they got 9 seconds left to go. And a press for New Miami. I like it.
I saw that right off
And
the
look at
bat.
that long outlet pass
Very
for
good
Addie
pass.
Raby. Yeah. Got to get across the line, and Bowling does. Serena Cypher's going to put up a 3 at the buzzer, and she nails it. And you weren't even on frame, Chris.
I wasn't even on frame.
You'll have to take our word for it once we say Serena Cypher.
Here, we're going
drills
to
it.
zoom in.
There you go.
Boom.
41-14. Sorry, Serena. It's not my fault. I wasn't working the camera.
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Take a look over here, Chris. Lily, I want you to help diagram this. I'm going to give you the marker.
Okay.
Okay. So, we were looking here at this pass. Let's give the ball to the wing over here.
Okay.
Okay. And you see the entry pass that's there. Go ahead and draw that entry pass down into the post. Okay. Now, what's been happening for New Miami's defense?
This person shifts over
And now you
here
got this.
and double teams. And,
And
then
when you
this
so when you
leaves this person here.
yeah, that pass from post to opposite block, because this girl here at the other wing is not really dropping down.
No.
But if she did,
Here,
that's what you'd
she would
want.
Drop here, and then you would have this person open.
and probably this would be if this were your sister. What would she be doing on that?
Shooting her.
I know what
shooting
your
a
sister would be
three,
doing on this. She'd be
or-
looking for a three, but where?
And
Yeah, she'd be rotating and looping right over there, wouldn't she? Addie, we're on to your game, kid. We know what you do. But yes, CCS, if you're watching this, take a look when that weak post defender slides across. It is actually leaving several times an open, gaping hole on the backside of that. And Lily, you were very quick to pick up on that earlier in the broadcast. So good job, kid. Here, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. In the Village. CCS with a nice, comfortable 41-14 lead. Rebound by Fitzgerald. Ball was by her belly, but she ripped through at least. Lily, what do we call that when your ball's by your belly in 6th grade basketball?
thou shalt not put thy ball at thy belly button.
That's right. That's the 11th commandment we have. Thou shalt not put thy basketball by thy belly button. You end up with bad things that happen. What happens when you do that in a game if the ball ends up at your belly?
Easy steal.
Easy steal. Jump ball. Take a look at CCS's defense, Lily. Not only are they less spicy, like you said, but they're in a 2-3 now. They've been running the 2-3 the entire second half. They were in a 3-2, a little more aggressive earlier. They've changed the shape of their zone. And New Miami has two. Both teams that were running more of a 3-2 look zone defense-wise in the first half were running a 2-3 look now here in the second half, now that basically this game is decided. We know who's going to end up getting the W here today
Yeah.
with this type of a margin. Fitzgerald jump stops into Rozier. Barr sets a pin screen. That was the pin screen I was telling you about. Go back and look at it on tape. You'll actually see it. Fitzgerald off the mark, and Strong is going to have it touch her and stay this end with CCS. Yeah, they tried to slip Savannah Johnson across the baseline, and Amy Barr set a pin screen on the backside of that zone. You can set a pin screen on a zone, not just on man-to-man. Johnson up and no good. Strong rebound there by Powell. Out to Strong and out to Sue Haley. Sue Haley's going to try to take it through the trees and finds a pass to Powell and rebound for Fitzgerald. And she's
Slowed
gonna
it
slow
down.
Yep, slowing it down. Noble bowling back out to Rozier. Nice shot by Zariah. Oh. Little Monty Monson style elbow contact in there, Lily. Dribbling it into the zone. A lot of trees, but a good pass. Rebound is going to be Rozier. Here's a 1-on-5 fast break. No numbers here. See what I'm saying about numbers now, right? Best decision there would be what there, Lily?
To slow it down.
Pull that thing out. Set up your offense. Get everybody spaced the way you want it.
Yep.
Let's see what they have for a baseline inbound play here. Looks like they ran rain. Johnson. He's got Emmy. Swings it instead to Rozier, whose toes on the line. And a rebound. An attempted fast break by Whitney Wilson. Up the middle. It's a beautiful shot, but
A travel.
yeah, about that. Yeah. We're going to have Anahi Garcia coming in now for New Miami. Team's trying to get everybody a little bit of playing time here. So we've been together for 3 years. player and coach. What would you say is your favorite memory of your first 3 years so far of basketball that we've been together? It's a hard question, I know. Noble bowling from high post. No good.
I don't know.
You don't have a favorite memory? You hate them all equally?
Not on the top of my head.
You hate them all equally. Sue Haley, it's up and in. And the Vikings strike. Ball being swung. Savannah Johnson banks home a 3.
Kind of a long 3.
Yeah, long range. 2-3 zone defense for CCS. As Sue Haley's going to try to dribble it through there and pull up for a jumper. Good box out there by Elena Fitzgerald. There's your numbers. Noble bowling. Fitzgerald on the rebound. It's good. Well, they're trying to get Noble bowling to score. You can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she scored yet this year. Sue Haley for 3. That's a nice looking shot. Johnson. I wonder if New Miami's figured out they're trying to get 13 the ball. Looks like there's not a lot of passing lanes to the high post there.
I think Jalen has number 2.
Keep an eye on number 2 for New Miami on this next possession. See if she's figured out that CCS trying to get the ball to Noble. And as soon as you mention that, she's going to come out. Of course. Announcer's jinx there, Lily. It's your first one. That's good. There's past the high post. They're going to get bowling, maybe on the backside, not open. Mullins got to get out of the well, and she does. Rozier's got Emmy. Emmy Barr. Not quite. All right, Lily, I'm going to rephrase my question since I caught you off guard then. 3 years of basketball so far. Tell me your favorite thing, your favorite part of a basketball game, your favorite thing to do, and your least favorite part of a basketball game.
Not jumping is probably my least favorite. Favorite?
Not jumping at the beginning of the game?
Is probably nobody on our team is like a selfish. I mean, like a ball hog. We try to get like everybody thing. That's probably like my favorite part.
I like that very much
games.
about your team. We have as Zariah Rozier tries to go for a layup in transition, a little fast. Oh boy. I think Zariah fouled her with her knee from behind there on that play.
I think Zariah's getting a little bit annoyed.
Yeah. She can get a little fiery out there sometimes, can't she?
Yeah.
It's going to be a white basketball, and CCS, I'm sure, does not want to press on this situation. Yeah, it's a Golden State Warrior saying that I know I've used with you guys when we feed each other.
I forget it.
Everybody eats more. And it really is true for your team. You guys are very unselfish. You love to share the ball and get everybody shots, which is huge. Barr, up and no good. Rozier wants the ball back. Outlet to Sue Haley. Strong. Garcia fills in. And New Miami has reshaped their formation. 1 point guard at the top. This is your traditional 1-3-1 offense against a 2-3 zone. Sue Haley Cottrell is going to pull up for a 3. Rebound is going to be out of bounds to the Cougars. All right, if you're New Miami, what went best for them today and what went worse for them today?
Their defense probably is their best.
Okay.
Their worst
What would
is their
let me rephrase it. What would they need to work on if you were their coach?
ready, fire, aim.
Ready, fire, aim. Yeah, they're shooting the ball a little too quickly without pivoting. And same diagnosis for CCS. What's gone particularly well? What would Coach Derek, I know you're winning the game and all, but what would he want to look at in game film and say this wasn't good
to
enough?
work on is probably their passes to high post, because
Okay.
a lot of those have been stolen. And for the most part, their defense has been pretty much good. I would also say they need to, like, rebounds.
Uh-huh.
Say rebounds.
There were a few
is-
bad rebounding sequences for them, weren't there?
Yeah.
As for your comment about passing the ball to high post, what would you change? What's not worked? Because you're right, a lot of passes to high post have been tipped. How do you change that if you're on offense? There's more than one right answer to this question, by the way.
A lot of them have been bounce passes, so maybe like a fake high pass low.
That's it. Ball fake is a big one. And maybe not even a ball fake to the high post yourself. Maybe you can ball fake to the wing and then get it to the high post.
Yeah.
Against the zone, they watch you with those eyes, and if you can fake it one way and get the pass to the other, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'll suggest, too, the other thing, too, is just because you want to get to the high post doesn't mean it's always open.
Yeah.
You might have to pass it 4 or 5 times around to get the zone to stretch in different ways to then get that opening in that high post where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Anna Bowling's going to take this out. We're down below 40 seconds left to go. Got a massive trap. Mullins. It's up and no good. Rebound Bowling on a jump stop with the rebound. You'd love to see that swing pass. Good. You had something, Lily.
I thought it was number 2, but it was number 3, which is
For New Miami?
her. Yeah, it was her sister.
Yeah. Jaden Williams rather than Jaylyn Williams. Yes. And a late press for New Miami. And Anna Bowling's going to throw this the length of the floor to Mullins, who caught it with a beautiful with a jump stop. That's going to be either foul or a double dribble. And they're going to call that an offensive foul on Rachel Mullins. Yeah, Rachel's getting a little frazzled out there late. So Serena's going to come in and get Rachel here at the end of the game. So we're down to 11 seconds left to go here. Nice, comfortable, easy win here for Cincinnati Christian, though New Miami got some good work in today at least, which is good for them. And Noble's going to have the ball to her cousin Anna. And that is going to be all she wrote here from the Village. Cincinnati Christian with a 46-19 win over the New Miami Vikings. Lily, any final thoughts here from you from the game today, from what you saw?
Not really. No.
Not really?
I don't really have anything.
Lily has no deep thoughts. She's just sitting and meditating upon all of it. First time wearing a headset. Scary, not scary.
It wasn't that scary.
Not that scary? Nope. Maybe next time we'll have to do it with you and me and Adelia, maybe the 3 of us.
Yeah.
That'd be kind
That
of
would
wild,
be
wouldn't it?
fun.
That'd be good. All right. From the Village, we're glad you tuned in tonight on the high school. I guess it's just the Report Ohio now, Chris, isn't it? We've changed brands after last year. That's right. It's Cincinnati Christian going to 8-2 on the season with a 46-19 win over New Miami. For Chris Vogt, for Lily Raby, this is Joel Sackheim signing off for the Report Ohio. Thank you for